We're in the coastal jungle gym right now on our way up to some mountain Wookiees. We've got a couple of billies and a whole group of other goats up there. And with any luck, we're gonna go smack a couple down.
So our style of hunting, we're not all about just whacking and stacking and putting horns on the wall. We like to go out and have the trip and the hunt really mean something and be special that you can look back on and really appreciate just the whole experience and not just a trophy on the wall. And this hunt, I was out with Austin. We were hunting goats down in southern Alaska, and I haven't killed a goat yet, so I was up to bat, and Austin was gracious enough to let me go out in front and have the opportunity to try and get a goat down. So that is what we tried to do, and that's not always what happens. So we gathered up our gear and we hiked in and got below where we thought these goats were.
Devil's club to the nuts, that's all.
We made a march up after these goats, and we weren't too confident we'd even be able to get up to where these goats were because the country was so bad.
We're going up after some goats that we had spotted last night. There's two billies running together, so we're gonna see if we can make something happen with these guys. Hopefully we don't get cliffed out on the way up, but it looks like we can probably make it up to them.
Well, after a few hours of hiking and scaling some pretty nasty stuff, we made it up to the first area we had seen these goats at the night before.
We got a couple of billies up here. Hopefully time permits us to go up and get back. We gotta get back to work Monday. And this country is just huge. We'll see what happens tomorrow morning.
We are going straight up and down. It's nasty. Real steep.
Alright, we just got above tree line. Got about another 1,000 or so feet to go before we're amongst the goats. Yeah, this whole experience is real. Glad to be in Alaska. Alright, we just made it up to where the goats are. It's never shot to go. I've got a couple in my belt. We might get the situation to take two. But looking forward to going up here and finding what we see.
So we found a group of goats about mid-afternoon after the fog had lifted, and at first we thought it was mainly nannies with kids, and after a while we watched and saw there was a few billies mixed in with the group. We kept working our way up, just slowly picking apart the country, and eventually Austin spotted a couple nannies down below us working their way up the drainage. So we got set up and we were in position ready to shoot in case a billy came out, and we never saw any signs of billies, and we let the goats move on and up into the drainage. We packed up our stuff and followed them. After about another 30 minutes of hiking, we peered up over the edge, and Austin immediately spotted a few of the groups bedded down up in the cliffs above us. So once we found the goats bedded up high in the drainage, we decided to make a play on them and see if we could get into position to make a shot.
There's billies right up there. Got about 4 goats up here bedded. I'm gonna try and get up closer and get ready for a shot.
So we crawled in and worked our way through a big boulder field and got into about 300 yards. So I got in position and got my pack set up and got ready to take a shot. And then the big boss Billy decided he'd poke his head over and was staring down at our position because he caught our movement. After judging that was the better Billy, we decided to try and get a shot on him. I was anchored, I felt really good. I was laying down from a prone position. I was shooting off a pack, everything felt great. I talked to Austin, he ranged it for me, and we ranged him at just over 300 yards. And I decided that I needed to hold a little higher because I felt the bullet would drop, and I held right on the top of his back and squeezed one off, and all you could see was fur fly and him whirl, and we both instantly thought that I had made a good shot on him.
You gonna let him have it? Yeah.
Well, he took a few steps further up and then stopped broadside, and I shot again.
Pumped him twice. I can't see anything. You pumped him twice. I can't see anything.
X-ray,
You pumped him twice. You pumped him twice. All I saw was hair flying. Your first Billy, bro.
Thanks, buddy. Couldn't have done it without you, man. That second shot definitely hit him really good.
What we thought was a good shot was him just reacting to the bullet hitting the rocks behind him, but the goat was perfectly fine. All I did was give him a haircut, and he went up and over, and the rest of the goats moved on, and we thought we had both just gotten the Billy down. So we were pretty ecstatic and both, on cloud nine at that point because everything had came together. We were in a new area that we weren't familiar with and some extremely harsh country, and we had made it happen. We had 2 days to hunt, and we got up there, and what we thought was we had got the Billy down, and we had made our way up to where the Billy was.
Don't want to fall up here.
Did not see any blood at first, which was concerning. We found the hair, we found tracks, and we scoured that area for about 4 hours, going up and down this huge face, trying to see if we could locate this Billy. And we didn't have any luck. We found no blood. The only sign we did find was some hair from the first shot. So we came to the conclusion that I had likely missed. We had reviewed the footage and couldn't tell for certain whether or not they were fatal shots, but our time was limited and it was getting dark, so we had to make the tough decision to go back down the mountain and get back to the truck so we could make it home in time for work. We got back home, both of us were pretty low after that whole deal, and we reviewed the footage, and sure enough, my first shot skimmed some hair right off the top of his back, and my second shot went right over his back. So luckily he's definitely gonna survive a haircut. That's probably the worst scenario, is fatally wounding an animal and not being able to recover him. So we were pretty relieved that the goat wasn't wounded and out there somewhere or dead and not able to recover him, but that's just hunting, and you're bound to have experiences like that every now and then. The only right decision was to punch my tag and take that as a harvested goat, even though we both were fairly confident that goat was unscathed besides losing some hair. It was the ethical thing and the right thing to do was to punch the tag and take that as a goat for that area. It was definitely a learning experience for the both of us, and definitely going to drive us to go back up there and try and get a goat down.